Hi, my name is Adriana Mitchell. I'm an immigration lawyer. And today I would like to talk a little bit about what's going on with the applications for green card right now. So probably a lot of you saw my live where I was talking about the fact that starting October 2nd, um, the filing fees for most of the applications are going to go up, and it's a big increase for a lot of them. I think everybody was a little bit shocked by how much the fees for citizenship are going to go up, but there are pretty significant increases in a lot of categories. Today I would like to talk about what's going on with the applications for a green card, because I think here we have like a very interesting phenomenon. Because in theory, the filing fee for the main application, for the application for the green card, goes down a little bit, and that sounds like good news. It's not a big, like a reduction in fee, but now it's like $20. Now the the filing fee is $1,140, and starting October 2nd is going to be $1,120. Sorry, too much. So it's like a $20 reduction. Also, the fee for biometrics, for fingerprinting and pictures, goes down from $85 to $30. So that sounds like good news. It looks like somebody who wants to get a green card is going to pay a little bit less. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Unfortunately, not really, because now when somebody wants to apply, when applies for the green card, also can submit the application for a work permit, for employment authorization document. That's the formal name. And also that person can request what is called advanced parole, so a travel document. Because now, like a lot of you know, this process of obtaining a green card takes a little longer. So during this time, people would like to be able to work and be able to travel. A lot of us need to travel for different reasons, and definitely most of us need to work. So now you submit the application for your green card, and you also submit the application for the employment authorization and the application for the travel permit. And everything is included in that $1,140 fee. Okay, so basically the employment authorization and the travel document, they are free. It's a zero, big zero. Things are going to change starting October 2nd, and immigration is going to start charging. And basically we go from zero for an employment authorization to $545, and we go from zero for a travel document to $585. So out of the bat is more than $1,000 more that somebody has to pay. And I think this is pretty big. Of course, if you don't want to request the work permit and the travel document, you're gonna pay a little bit less money. But like I said, I think a lot of people need these documents and want these documents. And if you don't file before October 2nd, you will have to pay. Another change, probably if you apply, let's say through marriage, okay? So your spouse, who must be a citizen or a resident of the United States, has to file a petition on your behalf. It's called, it's on the form called I-130. Now you have to pay $535. It's going to go up a little bit. It's going to go up to $560. Just to give you an idea, right now, for everything, your spousal petition, your application for green card, you have to pay $1,760 total, okay? After October 2nd, if you also want the work permit and the travel document, you will pay $2,840. Then might suffer some adjustments because, of that biometric. We don't really know right now how they're going to apply it, if they're going to charge biometric for each form or they're going to charge only once. But yes, here it is. It's more than $1,000 increase. So if you are ready to file now and you want to get the work permit and the travel document, try to file, try to, do your homework and do your paperwork before October 2nd. Try to submit everything to immigration so you can take advantage of the current fees, okay? Another reason that I think it's important to try to submit your application for for the green card right now is that good news. That rule regarding the public charge rule that came into effect in February is now suspended. It is suspended nationwide for the duration of this COVID-19 pandemic. And it is suspended in other states. It's just suspended. It's suspended in Vermont, Connecticut, and New York. Just like there is no duration there. Okay, for these states, it's a different lawsuit. So for now, they suspended it. So if you are in Vermont, New York, and or Connecticut, you don't have to file the documents that show that you are not going to become a public charge. Also, that wasn't implemented from the beginning in Illinois, but that's a different story. But nationwide, no matter where you are, you do not have to submit the documents showing that you are not going to become a public charge during the pandemic. So this is important, and I will tell you why. It's a little bit not complicated, but probably, like, if you know a little bit about the public charge, you'll understand why this is huge. Basically, in February, USCIS came up with, started implementing these new requirements. So first, there is an extra form that we have to prepare for our clients. And in order to prepare this form, we have to get access to a lot of financial information, health information, education information for our clients. It's a ton of documents that the client has to provide. Some of the requirements are sort of weird because, for example, they ask for a credit history for the applicant who's, an immigrant who doesn't have a social security number, so no credit history. But even though we still have to provide something showing that our client doesn't have a credit history. And if the client doesn't have a credit history, they ask us to provide some bills so we can show that the client doesn't have that. For example, that's just an example. So it's a lot of extra work, that we have to do and the client has to do. Also, we are asked to show we are asked to say whether our client has health insurance or not. And if the client doesn't have health insurance, that can be held against him or her because it's one of the factors. And they said, oh, that person might ask for, Medicaid or other type of state or government-sponsored insurance in the future. That's going to be like a part that's public charge, and we don't like that, and we're going to hold this against it. Also, they made it very hard for people who have spouses who are citizen or resident who do not make a lot of money. Basically, they reduced the, before, if you had a spouse that wasn't making a lot of money, you're able to bring like a co-sponsor and somehow fix this. They sort of make it very hard to use a co-sponsor. I heard all kind of weird stories about that. I'm not going to go into a lot of details now, but anyway, that public charge became like a barrier for a lot of people who are trying to get the adjustment of status. First, because it's this huge burden of producing all kind of documents, and it takes time and it takes effort, and it's a lot of extra work for the lawyer and for the client. And second, because people who are not making a lot of money or for some reason got some sort of benefit, were in the position to, a risk of being disqualified and not being able to get their green card. So now they suspended it because of the pandemic. And at least for now, we do not have to submit all these documents. We do not have to submit this extra form that is called I-944. I don't know if this is relevant or irrelevant, but I'm just obsessed with the name of the forms. So it's a little bit easier. The process is a little bit easier. And even if you will need to submit the public charge documents later, now you have a chance to start something, okay? To start something, to work on that, to get advantage of the current fee. And who knows, maybe, if we're lucky, this will be permanently suspended and the process is going to continue to go the way it was before. Which from my point of view, and this is just personal, I'm not trying to be political here, but I think, asking people to show a lot of money when they start their life in the United States is not necessarily what the American dream is all about, okay? Like the American dream is about people who came here with the, like $10 in the pocket and became millionaires. I understand the concerns, but I think, you have to give people a chance. And I also think immigrants are hardworking and most of us are successful. I'm an immigrant myself, and I consider myself successful. A lot of immigrants that I know are successful. So I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing that now, if you qualify otherwise, you don't have to go through this extra step and extra burden to get your green card. So that's what I had to say. Somebody asked me earlier on my other live what I'm doing about DACA. That's a different story and a different subject. I'm still not submitting DACA like for first timers, for people who are just applying right now, but I definitely do renewal. Like everybody who has DACA and wants to renew it can renew it. Unfortunately, now you have to renew it every year. It used to be 2 years, but the immigration decided to not do it for 2 years, to do it only for 1. But yes, I'm not submitting initial applications. Other lawyers do. They will probably explain to you why and what the risks are. I know what the risks are. I'm not doing it, okay? It's just my personal option and my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but I'm not doing it. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. Questions, comments, just shoot me a message or an email, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Okay? Thank you for watching, and see you probably in the next 2 days or so. Bye.